Those who remain awake and aware are saved. Those who sleep are plundered. They do not recognize the true word of the Shabad, and like a dream, their lives fade away. Like guests in a deserted house, as they come, so do they go. The life of the self willed Manmokh passes in vain. What face shall he show when faced with the Lord? God Himself is all in all. In pride, man cannot utter His name. Through the word of the Guru's Shabad, he is realized, and disease of pride is eradicated from within. I fall at the feet of those who serve their true Guru. O Nanak, those found truthful at the true portal, I am a sacrifice unto them. Sri Rag, third Guru. If we think of a suitable time and moment, then when will the worship of the Lord be performed? One who remains imbued to the name of the true Lord day and night is true. If one forgets the beloved Lord even for an instant, what sort of devotion is that? One whose mind and body are cooled and soothed by the true Lord, no breath of his goes in vain. O my mind, meditate on the name of the Lord. True devotional worship is performed when the Lord comes to dwell in the mind. Cultivate the mind, farm steadily, and sow the seed of the true name. The seedlings have sprouted richly, and the mind is perfectly satisfied. The word of the Guru's Shabad is nectar. By drinking it, thirst is quenched. The true mind is imbued in the true name and remains merged in the true Lord. In speaking, in seeing, and in words remain immersed in the Shabad. The word of the Guru's Bani vibrated throughout the 4 ages. As truth, it teaches truth. Egotism is eliminated, and true one absorbs them into himself. Those who remain lovingly absorbed in the true one see the mansion of his presence close at hand. By God's grace, we meditate on the name of the Lord. Without good fortune, it cannot be attained. By perfect good destiny and by guidance of the true Guru, one gets into society of saints. By remaining imbued with God's name, night and day, poison of the suffering gets dispelled from within. O Nanak, by merging with the Shabad through the name of the Lord, one is immersed and united with Him. Sri Rag, third Guru. Those who contemplate the word of the Guru's Shabad are blessed by the Lord with His fear. They remain forever merged with society of saints. They dwell upon the glories of the True One. They cast off the filth of their mental duality, and they keep the Lord enshrined in their hearts. True is their speech and true their minds. They are in love with the True One. O my mind, you are filled with the filth of ego. Lord is eternally pure and beautiful. His word is the reformer for man. God joins to Himself those whose minds are fascinated with the true word of His Shabad. Night and day they are imbued with the Naam, and their light emerges in the supreme light. Through the inner light alone, Lord is revealed. Without the true Guru, understanding is not attained. The true Guru comes to meet those who have a preordained writ. Without the name, all are miserable. In the love of the duality, they are ruined. Without Him, I cannot survive even for an instant, and my life night passes in anguish. Wandering in doubt, the spiritually blind continue to come and go in reincarnation over and over again. When God Himself bestows His glance of grace, He merges us into Himself. The Lord hears and sees everything. How can anyone deny Him? Those who commit sins again and again shall rot and die in sin. Lord's glance of grace does not come to them. Those self-willed manmokhs do not understand it. Unto whom he reveals himself, they alone see the Lord. O Nanak, through the Guru, the Gurmukhs find him. Sri Rag, third Guru. Without the Guru, the disease is not cured, and pain of pride is not removed. By Guru's grace, Lord dwells in the mind, and one remains immersed in his name. Through Guru's hymns, Shabad, the Lord is found. Without the Shabad, they wander, lost in doubt. O my mind, dwell in your real home within the praise, the name of Lord, and you shall no longer come and go in reincarnation. The one Creator alone is the giver, prevailing everywhere, and there is no other. Praise him through the word of the Shabad, and he shall come to dwell in your mind, and you shall be blessed with peace and poise. Everything is within the Lord's glance of grace. He gives as he wishes. People take pride in counting their actions. In fact, there is no joy in this counting. What is earned by evil ways sinks in the evil. Without Lord's name, there is no resting place, and one suffers in agony in domain of Yama. Body and soul all belong to him. He is the support of all. If by Guru's grace one understands this, then he reaches the door of salvation. O Nanak, sing the praises of the name of the God who is limitless. Sri Rag, third Guru. They are in bliss and everlasting peace, those who have the sport of the true name. Through the word of the Guru, they attain the Lord, the destroyer of pain. Such devotees always sing the glorious praises of the true one and cherish love for the true name. By showing his mercy, the Lord bestows the treasure of his devotion. O mind, sing his glorious praises and be in ecstasy forever. Through the true word of his Bani, the Lord is attained, and one remains blended with the Lord. In true devotion, the mind is dyed in deep crimson color of the Lord's love, peace, and poise. By Guru's Shabad, the mind is fascinated, which is indescribable. The tongue imbued with the true word of the Shabad drinks in the Amrit nectar and delightfully sings his glorious praises. The Gurmukh, Guru's beloved, attains this love, and divine love is granted by his grace. This world is an illusion. In sleep, life passes by. By the pleasure of his will, he lifts the chosen ones and unites them with himself. He himself abides within man's mind and drives off love for worldly attachment to Maya, wealth. He himself bestows honor, and he inspires the Gurmukh to understand. The Lord alone is the giver for all. He rectifies those who err. He himself has misled some and has attached them to duality. Through the Guru's teachings, the Lord is found, and one's light merges into the supreme light. By remaining imbued with Lord's name day and night, O Nanak, mortal is absorbed into the name. Sri Rag, third Guru. The virtuous attains truth by forsaking desire for evil and vice. Their minds are imbued with the word of the Guru's Shabad, and on their tongue is the love and affection of the beloved Lord. Without the true Guru, no one has found him. Reflect upon your mind and see. The filth of the self-willed manmokhs is not washed off. They have no love for the Guru's Shabad. O my mind, walk in harmony with the true Guru. Dwell within the home of your own inner being and drink in the sublime nectar, and you shall attain the peace in his blissful presence. The unvirtuous have no merit. They are not allowed to sit in his presence. The self-willed manmokhs do not understand the Shabad, and being virtueless are far away from the Lord. They who have understood the true Lord remain imbued and filled with truth. Those whose minds are pierced through the word of Guru's Shabad, God Himself usher them into His presence. He Himself dyes us in the color of His love. Through the word of His Shabad, He unites us with Himself. This true color shall not fade away for those who are imbued deep in His love. The self-willed manmukhs grow weary of wandering around in four directions, but they do not understand. One who is united with the true Guru meets and merges with the true Lord. I have grown weary of making so many friends, hoping that someone might be able to end my suffering. By meeting the beloved Lord, my woes have ended, and I am united with the Lord through the word of the Shabad. I have attained union, earning truth and accumulating the wealth of the truth. The truthful person gains a reputation of truth. O Nanak, the Gurmukh's Guru's beloved shall not be separated from him. Sri Rag, third Guru, the Creator Himself created the creation. He produced the universe and He Himself watches over it. The one Creator is prevailing and permeating all. The invisible Lord is unseen. God Himself is merciful. He Himself bestows understanding. Under the Guru's guidance, the True One dwells forever in the hearts of those who remain lovingly attached to Him. O my mind, submit to the will of the Guru. Your mind and body shall become cool and soothed, and Naam shall come to dwell in your heart. Having created the creation, He supports it and takes care of it. We recognize the Lord by Guru's word when He cast His merciful glance. Those who are beautifully adorned with the Shabad, Lord's name, in the court of the true Lord, those Gurmukhs, Guru's beloved, look beautiful in the Lord's portal, and the true Lord unites them with Himself. Through the Guru's teachings, praise the True One who is limitless. By His own pleasure, Lord abides in every heart, and by His hukam, command, the mortal thinks about Him. So sing His praises through the word of the Guru's Shabad and drive out pride from within. The virtueless wife, bereft of Lord's name, weeps and grieves. Praising the True One, attached to the True One with the true name, I am satisfied. Devoting on His virtues, I accumulate virtue and merit, and I cleanse myself of demerits. He Himself unites us in His union. There is no more separation. O Nanak, I sing the praises of my Guru. Through Him I find the Lord. Sri Rag, third Guru. Listen, listen, O woman, seized with the passion. Why do you walk swinging your arms? Do you not recognize your Lord? Going there, what face shall you show to Him? I bow before the sister soul brides who have recognized the Lord, spouse, and touch their feet. May I too become like them by joining the company of the saints, and I shall be united in His union. O woman, the false one is cheated by falsehood. The true and beauteous Lord is obtained by divine reflection with the help of the Guru. The self-willed manmukhs do not recognize their husband Lord. How will they spend their life night? Filled with arrogance, they burn with desire, they suffer in pain of the love of duality. They who are imbued to Shabad, their ego is eliminated from within. They enjoy their husband Lord forever, and their life night passes in blissful peace. She who is utterly lacking in spiritual wisdom is abandoned by her husband Lord. She cannot attain his love. In the darkness of the intellectual ignorance, she cannot see her husband, and her hunger does not depart. Come and meet with me, my friends, and unite me with my beloved Lord. She who meets the true Guru by perfect good fortune finds the true Lord and is absorbed in the true one. Those upon whom he casts his glance of grace become his happy soul brides. One who recognizes her master and places her body and mind in offering before him, by dispelling her self-conceit, she finds her husband Lord within her own home. O Nanak, the happy soul brides are embellished and exalted. Night and day they are absorbed in devotional worship. Sri Rag, 3rd Guru. Some enjoy their husband, Lord, unto whose door should I go to ask for him? I serve my true Guru with love, that he may lead me to the union with my Lord husband. The Creator has created, and he himself watches over all. Some are close to him and some are far. She who knows her Lord husband to be with her enjoys his constant presence. O woman, you must walk in harmony with the God's will. She enjoys your husband night and day. You shall enjoy your husband night and day and will get easily merged in the true Lord. Devoted to the Shabad, the happy soul brides are adorned with the true word of the Shabad. Within their own home, they attain the Lord as their husband with the love for the Guru. Upon her beautiful and cozy bed, she lovingly enjoys the love of her Lord. She is overflowing with the treasure of the devotion, that beloved Lord who lends support to all and abides in their hearts. They who praises their Lord am ever a sacrifice unto them. I dedicate my mind, body, and head to them and fall at their feet. Those who recognize the one Lord renounce the love of duality. The Gurmukh, Guru's beloved, recognizes the Naam, O Nanak, and is absorbed into true one. Sri Rag, 3rd Guru. O dear Lord, you are the truest of the true. Everything is in your power. The 84 million species of beings wander around searching for you, but without the Guru, they do not find you. When the dear Lord grants his forgiveness, this human body finds lasting peace. By Guru's grace, I serve the true one, who is the profound and unfathomable Lord. O my mind, imbued with the name, you shall find peace. Follow the Guru's teachings and praise the Naam. There is no other. The righteous judge of Dharma, by the hukum command of the Lord, sits and administers true justice. Those evil souls ensnared by the love of duality are subject to your command. The true souls on their spiritual journey chant and meditate within their minds on the one Lord, the treasure of excellence. The righteous judge of Dharma serves them. Blessed is the Lord who adorns them. If man sheds his mind's evils within the mind itself and leaves the worldly love and self-conceit, then he comes to recognize the Supreme Self and easily gets absorbed in the Lord's name. Without the true Guru, the self-willed Manmukh does not attain salvation and wanders like a lunatic. He does not contemplate on the Shabad word. Engrossed in the duality, they utter mere words. The Lord himself is everything. There is no other. When the Lord himself tells us to speak, we speak, just as he wants us to speak. The exalted Guru's word is God himself, and it is through the Shabad word that one attains union with God. O Nanak, remember the Naam, serving him peace is attained. Sri Rag Third Guru, having been smeared with the filth of pride, the world suffers pain. This filth attaches because of the love of duality. By no means this dirt of ego is washed off, even though one may take cleansing baths at hundreds of sacred shrines during pilgrimage. By performing various rituals, double filth attaches to man. The filth is not removed by reading books. Go ahead and ask the enlightened one. O my mind, take shelter under the Guru. You shall be cleansed. The self-willed Manmukh have grown weary of chanting the name of the Lord, but their filth cannot be removed. With the polluted mind, devotional service cannot be performed, and name of the Lord cannot be attained. The filthy, self-willed Manmukhs die in filth, and they depart in disgrace. By Guru's grace, the Lord's name comes to abide in the mind, and filth of pride is dispelled. Like a lamp lit in the darkness, the divine wisdom of Guru dispels ignorance. We are idiotic fools by saying, I have done this and I will do that. I am caught in the love of duality. We have forgotten that He is the doer of all. There is no greater pain than the attachment of Maya, wealth. Infected with this, it drives people to wander all around the world until they become exhausted. Through the Guru's teachings, peace is found and true name gets enshrined in the heart. He whom God unites meets Him. I am a sacrifice unto one who merges with the Lord. When this mind is imbued with God's meditation through the true word of Gurbani, it finds its own home. If you sing the glorious praises of the true Lord, your mind and tongue will be imbued with the Lord's love. O Nanak, never forget the Lord's name and immerse yourself in the true one.